Caribe. Maravilloso Mar Caribe, testigo de tantas hazañas. Ese Mar Caribe vio a Sebastián Francisco de Miranda.
That Caribbean Sea witnessed Francisco de Miranda.
Con su idea de Colombella. Ese mismo Mar Caribe vio a Simón Bolívar, nada más y nada menos.
It also witnessed Bolivar from the Keys of St. Louis in 1816. That was called perseverance, the perseverance of our founding fathers pursuing independence, a revolutionary project of independence. Many things have passed. When they were not in a battle, because the Caribbean Sea was a field of battle, they were thinking about a new offensive. So that Caribbean Sea has witnessed a lot. We have a huge coastline. From Castillete to the Essequibo region. All of that is part of Venezuela, plus all the coastline of all the little islands and archipelagos, which are quite a few, and which provide us with a natural barrier protection. Talking about this military drill defending our coastline, we have raiders, we have special maritime troops there. All of those little islands are a natural barrier. We have started by landing on each of those territories. We have conducted successful drills in Patos Island, and all of that has prepared our vision of what defending the coastline means for the country. Considering all the military threat pending in the Caribbean Sea and the drug trafficking in the area, which we are confronting directly. Venezuela has been successful in combating drug trafficking because we have a state policy. That may be hard to do by governments and elites that govern countries in communion with drug traffickers. But here in Venezuela, combating drug trafficking is simple because we have nothing to do with drug traffickers, with any of it, neither with planting, harvesting, distribution. There are no cartels, drug cartels in Venezuela. And if they come in here, they would get the response that we are giving them right now. We declare that all of our territory, from the mountains to the coastlines, there are no drug trafficking activities. In these beautiful places, we saw Bolivar returning to Bogota. We need to look back in history. We need to give today's actions a historic background. These extraordinary mountains for life, for the communal life, for socialist life, and also for the defense of the country. These are a great natural obstacle protecting the capital, Caracas. That's why we are walking through this area, as we did yesterday with our commander-in-chief. we realized of the characteristics of the topography of the terrain, of its vegetation, and that all of that has a great potential. So we are going to make a great policy of people-military union for protection, and we are defending our country not out of a whim, but it is a constitutional duty. It's our civic duty, the civic duty of every Venezuelan. But we are also defending the country because of our historical background, which we must defend, the glories of our liberators, which we have to champion today. And we have to build our own glories in this constant battle against imperialism, which is always trying to snatch our country, our riches from us, inducing a regime change or any other maneuver, which we have defeated one after another. The more pressure they may exert on us, psychological and of all kinds, we will be in silence and happy, preparing to defend this homeland. As you know, at present we are developing. For the last 72 hours, we have started a military drill, an important military drill along the coast, to protect the country from any large-scale military threat, but also against terrorists, drug dealers, covert operations trying to destabilize the country. So this is a complete military drill, and which we proposed to our commander-in-chief, and today we are going through 72 hours from that drill. Initially, we thought of covering 73 areas. 73 areas. And at the end of today, we will have much more than that. Because in the terrain, which is the ultimate truth, by supervising the area, we have actually realized of what are the true needs for weapons, large weapons, long-range weapons, and all the need for vigilance along the coast. So Venezuela is getting ready every single day. Venezuela has a purpose of peace, of social equality, real democracy, of revolutionary direct democracy, a purpose of independence, of sovereignty. Those who do not understand that that is part of the genes of the people in Venezuela, you should understand that once and for all. Because that's why we are here, to defend Venezuela under any circumstances in the most difficult moments. But we're also here to be happy, to live in prosperity, the prosperity of the Bolivarian project. So from this mountain, accompanied by the Commander Ligio Rodriguez and by Division General Figuera Valdez, commanding this operative zone, we say hello to all of Venezuela, and we will continue reviewing the troops, overseeing the drill. And I can say that so far it's been a complete success. From here, from Guaira, Chavez, long live Chavez, forever loyal, forever on victory.
We were listening to the Spain Minister of Vladimir Padrino Lopez, Defense Minister of Venezuela, providing an update on the last day of the military exercise of the coast to protect the coast within the framework of Independence 200 plan military exercise that comprises mainly the Bolivarian militia, a key component that has been strengthened by President Nicolas Maduro and was envisioned by Commander-in-Chief Hugo Rafael Chavez Fria. The Defense Minister provided updates on how well the exercise were being taken and all the experience that was being acquired and everything that needed to be studied in over 70 points along the Venezuelan coast and the Caribbean in all 9 states that have a coast with the Caribbean. They designated the most important point that needed to be defended and the necessities that the territory has to ensure the sovereignty of the Venezuelan homeland. He was also referring how important these tasks are for the protection to prevent the entry of terrorists and to protect the country from drug trafficking criminal actions, which have provided to be extremely successful thanks to the state policy that is completely unified in the fight against drug trafficking and any other form of crime that wants to enter through the Venezuelan borders. Stay tuned with teleSUR for more updates on all these types of exercises that are taking place across the Bolivarian nation.